Today, I have some good news. I have my webcam back. It only took like 3 weeks. My god. There's an entire story behind the webcam, and I just want to keep it as short as I can.
Why the fuck you lying?
Minimal editing.
Why you always lying?
So that I can get to the good news. But yeah, this whole webcam story was absolutely crazy. And I want to start with before it all transpired. So I had this webcam that you see now. Well, you can't see it, obviously, but you saw the thumbnail. It's a Logitech C920 webcam. It's able to record videos just straight off the bat using webcam software. So I can do your sit-down vlogs, or I can do the gameplay videos. And it's all really cool. Here's where the story starts. I was kind of a little tight on money at the moment, and I had to sell some things off. And in the meantime, there was a webcam that looked like it was going to be better than this one, and it was being sold at a clearance price, and it was at my local game store. Now, this webcam is called a Razer Stargazer, and the big selling point behind it is its background replacement feature, which basically gives you a green screen without you having to have a green screen. So it's cool, saves you money there. Here's the thing, I didn't have any money at the moment, so I had to sell something right away. I was selling stuff anyway, but basically how the day started was I listed a PS3, an old PS3, like the original model, and I listed it on the Letgo app, and I tried to get someone, to buy it and, give me $60 for it, and that way I could get the new webcam and sell the Logitech one. As a backstop, I also put the Logitech webcam on eBay, so that if one didn't sell, maybe the other would, and I could get that Razer webcam, because I really wanted it. It looked brand new, basically. Now, here is where all the drama behind everything that went on in that day started. It started with the PS3. Someone found the PS3 and told me they wanted to buy it, right? This guy was so incredibly pushy and rude, basically. He was being a jerk. And basically the whole thing behind it was I was trying to get him to buy it, and he was agreeing to meet me. I was all ready to go, and then what happened was he basically just told me, no, you're a scammer, don't want to deal with you. And it's a little bit deeper than that. He told me to send him a picture of the system, working and functioning. So I sent him a picture that I had taken earlier in the day while I wasn't out doing things. And he said, no, that you're a scammer, just like that. And that pissed me off. That made me angry. I didn't, obviously go off on the guy, but, it made me angry that this guy just right away is so judgmental. And so I texted him, if you think I'm a scammer or if you don't want to buy what I'm selling, just let me know right now. And he didn't respond. This guy usually would respond right away. I waited 5 minutes, he didn't respond. Waited another 5 minutes, asked him, hey, what's going on? He didn't respond. Texted him maybe once or twice again, and still no response. Finally, I just said, screw it, I'm gonna call him. And if he doesn't do anything, then deal's off. I call him up once, the phone rings twice, he picks up, ends it. So that guy was a jerk, and when I went onto his Letgo profile and saw the whole review thing that they have there, I saw that he actually had a review from someone else he had just recently dealt with, who gave him a 1-star review. Basically what he was doing was he was selling fake gems, and he was really rude to the guy, kind of like me, and also that he was going to give the guy who reviewed him a bad review because the guy who reviewed him gave him one. What a jerk. And so I gave him a 1-star review and went on my way, and I was really, really upset about that, because that was I thought my best chance at selling that PS3 and my best chance at getting the webcam. I had the initial funds, it's just I was really afraid I wasn't going to be able to pay my bills that month, because I have, car insurance, gasoline, and things like that. and I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to do it because I wasn't getting a lot of hours of work, that sort of thing. Well, something happened while I was purchasing the Razer webcam. Right as I got the receipt for the Razer webcam, my phone made a cha-ching noise, and it told me that someone had bought and paid for the Logitech webcam.
Yes. You have been well trained, my young apprentice. They will be no match for you.
It was such a relief because, you know, I knew I was going to have the funds, and it was just a very stressful day dealing with that guy because I was dealing with this guy like all day for hours, and then for him to blow me off like that, at the very least I was going to have my funds back. And to be honest, I actually made money by selling the webcam than buying the Razer one. Now, the next point I want to get to is how it kind of turned back into a sort of sullen day. So I take the new webcam home. I'm so happy. I'm ecstatic to try it out. I clean it off, make sure it's, you know, no dust on it, hook it up to my computer, download the necessary drivers and software. I did everything you might possibly need to get for this webcam. I go to open OBS because that's what you use for this webcam, and it did not work.
Because you had a bad day, you take it one.
Tried adjusting some settings, did not work. So now I was in a panic mode, went right onto Google, did at least 30 minutes to an hour of research, just trying to figure out what happened. As it turns out, the reason it wasn't working was the most asinine reason. It's because it is only compatible with like 6th generation Intel Core processors. It doesn't matter if your computer is fast enough or capable enough to run it. If it doesn't have that, you know, newest architecture, which mine unfortunately doesn't, it's not gonna be compatible. And that made me mad. I spent the next week and a half trying to sell this webcam, going to all different places. I tried selling it on eBay. I tried, you know, trading it into other places. No one would take it. The place I bought it from would only pay half of what I paid for. I would sell it for a big profit if I would, you know, sell it. Well, someone who was just browsing by my eBay page, they bought my webcam, and that made me happy. The thing is, I had to wait for them to pay, and this and that and the other thing, and I gave them 3 days, because that's how much you give, you know, to people that are trying to pay for something there. After the first day, nothing. I message him, send him an invoice, no response. So I wait till day 2, still no response. I check on his profile, find out that he was actually a very new user. He had just created his profile yesterday, or the day before he bought it, and that he also was based in Ukraine. So the 3rd day passes, he doesn't pay. So I went ahead and opened an unpaid item case, and at that point I was furious because I could not sell this webcam no matter what situation popped up. And the whole idea was I was trying to sell this webcam to get my original one back. It ends up that after about a week of the item not being paid, someone else bought the webcam. The other guy did not pay, closed the item case, and we went on our merry ways, and I bought a new webcam, you know, the one that you see now, and there's a mini story behind that. I purchased this webcam, won an auction, and it was really cheap. The guy was based in the same state I'm in. I was going to get it shipped with priority mail. It would be overnight. It would all be over with. Well, it was a Saturday night, so I had to wait until Monday for the guy to actually ship it out. Now, the guy, he marked the item as shipped on Monday, did not give me a tracking number. He said he would give me a tracking number after his class was over, and I said, okay. The day goes by, I get no response. I ask him what's going on, no response. I don't know what to do at that point. And so I just decided to go over to my post office, see if it was there, because I was supposed to pick it up from my post office. The post office was closed because it had no power due to a windstorm that occurred the night before.
It's been one of those days.
Oh my god, at that point I was literally raging. This situation was drawn out for weeks. I created a situation that I didn't know would turn out this bad. Now it was going to get stretched out even more because the guy was not answering. He didn't answer for 2 whole days, and the post office was closed, so I didn't know if my package was there. He finally messages me back on the 3rd day, and apparently he had lost power as well. Right after, he sent that message or whatever, he had lost power. Then I asked him, what's up with the package? Why isn't it here? He said his mom was supposed to ship it out, and she didn't, and I'm going to ship it out now. Well, at the very least I knew he was going to ship it out. He sent me a tracking number, and I wait about 12 hours to see the updated tracking info, and I figure, it's gonna be overnight, finally. Nope.
I hate everything.
Chose first class shipping instead of priority mail. A year ago, they stopped doing overnight shipping in the same state for first class, which meant I had to wait 2 or 3 days. It was actually 3 to 4 days just for the package to ship across the state. That was a killer. Hopefully you guys can now understand why I haven't been posting so much, because I have not had a webcam for 3 weeks or more, and now that I finally have it back, I've already recorded a video, and I am ready to get back to the daily uploads, and I'm going to try my best to upload daily, okay? But also know that there was a rhyme and reason to why I wasn't posting. Hopefully you guys were patient. I know a bunch of you were, and I really appreciate it if you were. Now, just make sure to turn on notifications, because I do have a few people who get notified every time I upload, and that's really nice to see them there. So I would like to get more of you people onto the notification squad. And finally, just thank you for being patient. That's pretty much it for this video. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Later.